Hello, fellow low-carbers and diabetics. Today we'll be looking at a coconut flour low-carb and gluten-free cookbook. Gluten-free can be deceiving. That does not mean it's low-carb. So we are just looking at the low-carb portion, but if you are also on the gluten-free diet, this book would be helpful. But I noticed some of the ingredients are not compliant to the low-carb, healthy fat lifestyle for diabetics. So I will be going through the ingredients and trying to point out things that are not compliant and what you could substitute. So here we got apple pancakes. All of these ingredients are good, but then we go to the next page and one medium apple, which is not compliant because it does have starch and sugars. A medium apple has about 30 carbs, so I do 30 carbs or less per day to keep myself off all medication for my diabetes too. We could substitute an extract, an apple extract, and there's a website called olivenation.com. They have extracts in many fruit flavors. We could use that, or you could also use Walden Farms apple butter. Let me show you that. That you can find in most grocery stores now. If you want the crunchiness of an apple, use the jicama sticks chopped up, and then add your compliant apple extract and scratch out the apple. See how that works out for you? Alright. See, carbohydrates are 18 right here. And I only allow myself 30 per day. So if you're not using the apple, that'll bring it way down. Okay, now we're going to go to bananas, which is the same thing. They use a real banana, which are, of course, starch and sugar. So, again, we would use the banana extract, I think. I think I found that at a regular grocery store. Turkey, I think they make a banana extract. But, again, you could go to that olivenation.com, or it's also on Amazon. Here you go with the higher carbs. Some people do the net carbs, which is 8.9. We'll subtract the fiber, but I have found that's an easy way of cheating because you can add more carbs, but actually you should be doing the 17 carbs as your meter to go on. We don't subtract the fiber because we don't know if it's soluble or insoluble. Okay, blackberry. Okay, they use a half a cup fresh blackberries. Now let's just see what the carbs are. It's still high, 13.7. So let's do, you could try it with 1/4 of a cup, or sugar-free blackberry jelly, or if that still takes you too high in your readings, you'll have to go to the blackberry extract. Okay, blueberry, that's the same thing. We recommend no more than 1/4 of a cup. That's if you've got your blood sugar down to the normal level, which is 4.6 to 6.9. That's what my doctor tells me. But hold the video. I have a new doctor who's telling me to stay in this range, 4.6 to 5.6, and that's close to where our doctor that has diabetes, Dr. Bernstein, Richard Bernstein, His book is called Diabetes Solutions, and I think he goes all the way down to 4.3, and 5.6 is on the high end. So, and that equates to a A1C of, okay, the meter is 83 to 120, or the A1C is 4.6 to 5.6. So that is new for me as of 2020. Thanks. Let's continue. Doctors can vary. Be your own healthcare advocate and decide what works for you. All right, let's see. Higher carbs again. Net carbs would only be 6. My phone is beeping. Sorry, I have to turn it off. Okay, let's keep going. Waffles. That all looks good. Let's see the carbs. That should be fairly low in carbs. 8.2. But if you're counting nets, it's only 2.8. So each of your meter, if you're not sure if this, because these recipes make your blood sugar spike, you can, after 1 hour of eating the one portion, that's your spike. Try not to go over 120. All right, muffins, compliant. See, everything's compliant, so the whole carbs are 4 point, which is very good. All right, raspberries, change that to a 4th. If you are controlled in your diabetes, otherwise, go even lower and just put it, maybe make the pancakes and just put a few blueberries on top. Simple pancakes, alright, that's good. Oh, I wanted to check the carbs. It's still high. Net carbs, I don't know what's making it that high. All the ingredients look good, so just test with your meter, I guess. Biscuits. Xanthan gum, that's a thickener. We use that instead of cornstarch. Very low carb 4. If you're doing nets, it's net carbs, it's only 1.3. Okay, cheesy. Low carb 4.3, whole carbs, that's good. Okay, tostadas. It looks almost like the biscuits. Carbs 3.2, that's good. Hamburger bun. Tablespoon cooking oil. Don't use a canola or vegetable. Use a healthy oil like avocado or walnut. 7.0 carbs. Hamburger buns. Good ingredients. 7.0. Be aware that lots of baking powder has cornstarch in it, so try to find a compliant one without cornstarch or make your own. We have the recipe for for baking powder on my blog. Baking soda, cider, vinegar, that's good. 2.1 carbs, that's good. Pizza crust, all looks good. Alright, 7.6. Pumpkin bread, well, that's really good for this time of year. Looks good. Now, pumpkin is allowed. Just don't get the pre-made pumpkin pie filling. Get just the regular pumpkin without any added ingredients. Okay. Let's see. Carbs 3.2. That's very good. Quick bread. A lot of these bread and biscuit items have very similar ingredients. Carbs 7.4. Microwave. Okay. Fiber 3.8. Oven. Very simple ingredients. Tortillas. I think we've seen that before. 8.4 carbs. Zucchini is allowed and is compliant on this way of eating. 1.5 cups. That's a good bread to make because zucchini will add moisture to it. Sometimes you'll find that coconut flour is very dry. 5.4 carbs. Muffins, almond muffins. Let's see. It's all compliant. What do we got? Carbs 4.0. That's good. So just watch out for the ones with fruit. Like here we've got the apple, so you'll be substituting the apple for jicama and extract, apple extract, or you could try the apple butter from the Walden Farms, which I showed you before, in place of the apple. Eight carbs. Here's another banana recipe. Scratch the banana, use banana extract. Just use a few drops, taste it. You can always add more, but you can't add less. 7.6 on that one. Zucchini muffins. Oh, she's got bananas in that. Nope. I would scratch the bananas. Yeah. Scratch the bananas and use banana extract. The zucchini is okay, but 8.5 carbs. Blueberries, again, use blueberry extract, or just make the pancakes or the muffin and put a few in each. I'd say like maybe 2 or 3 in each muffin tin. See how that goes. 4.5 carbs. Blueberry. Everything's good. Limit your blueberries. Chocolate zucchini. Okay, what kind of chocolate? Melted butter or coconut oil? Flour. Huh, I don't even see chocolate. Baking soda. I don't know, I don't see chocolate. Okay, 5.4. Corn. There is not really a substitute for corn. So, I would not be making this. 5.9. Peach. Use peach extract. Raspberry muffins. Same thing, only a few raspberries. Meatballs. That looks good. Fish fillets. I would not use cornmeal. You could substitute almond flour for the coconut flour, and maybe if you like Parmesan cheese, mix that with your almond flour, or you could also use crushed pork rinds. See, this is very high in carbs, 14.3, when you're using the cornmeal. Okay, 8.4 turkey patties. Everything looks good. Ingredients. Mackerel. Huh. I would never make that. I didn't even know if that comes in a can like sardines or what. Carbs are pretty low. I do use the salmon in the can that sometimes has the bones in it, but just remove any bones and skin. Oven fried. What do they use here? Coconut flour. 7.6 carbs. Oh, here's the salmon patties. Okay, everything looks good. I would use coconut oil for frying. Okay, meatloaf. Looks good. Chocolate cupcakes. Here we go, cocoa powder. Alright, make sure it's the dark chocolate cocoa powder, the 70 or 80%. Carbs 5.2. Coconut cupcakes. Carbs 7.0. Coconut cookies. Unsweetened shredded coconut. That's a good one. I would think that the apple cider vinegar gives it a little bit of a zing, kind of like a lemon. I have noticed that if I do baking, I do tend to use grated lemon, the peel, quite often. It gives it a little bit more flavor. Now Reese's, we are going to be skipping that because that is a candy. Pumpkin, that's good. 10.9. Now if I ate one of those, that would be one of my meals, probably breakfast, because I only eat 30 carbs a day. Okay, that's it. She's got a sweetener conversion chart at the end here. Okay, a couple of things I wanted to add. With the oils, make sure it's compliant. Not vegetables, sunflower, canola. Some compliant ones are using real butter, coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil. Those are all good. And baking powder, 2 parts cream of tartar to 1 part baking soda if you want to make your own. And our doctor, Dr. Bernstein, suggests, well, if you're doing 30 carbs, 6 for breakfast, 12 for lunch, and 12 for dinner. So thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.